Maybe. We're getting there.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right. Hello
How
and
was your day?
hello and welcome everybody. Um, I'm Tammy.
I'm Lance.
This is Journey to Healing team. We're here to help you through your journeys and your struggles. So if you're watching it on the replay, drop us in the comments where you're watching from, and we are going to go through and tell everybody how the day is going, how's everybody's week going, and see what's going on with everybody. So we're just here to check in and help you through the week, get you ready and prepped and ready for the weekend, and all of that. So. Exciting part for us. We are getting prepped and ready to head into the 21-day metabolic kick with Dr. Braz. So first and foremost, be mindful of that. If you're ready to jump in, the gates are open on that, and you can get your spot saved in that. She only takes 200 people each time, and once that gets closed, she kind of caps it off. So be mindful of that if you want to get in to 21 days of making your health a total priority, because it's 21 days of commitment, and that's why I love it so much. Is it's 21 days of making you knowing somebody's looking at your numbers every day, knowing you're accountable to a tribe every day, knowing Dr. Boz is seeing you every day. All of those things just makes you kind of clean up and fly, fly straight a little bit, keeping your nose and toes going in the right direction. So it's kind of a great accountability. Plus, you get to learn. She'll pick a student that she'll kind of dive into their health journey, and how would she treat them and what would she recommend them to do with different ailments. So the last 2 weeks is just such a great learning experience of just sitting back and listening to her talk about what she would do to a student that needs some help or some extra guidance. And you learn so much. There's always something in every story that you can relate to and apply to your life or somebody around you or something like that. So that's a big one. If you want to, it's over on our website, journeytoketo.com. Go down under work with me and Dr. Boz courses, and it's right down there where you can get in. So that's that. We are again, I know we did sardines last week for 4 or 5 days, and this week we are already on week or day 3 of sardines again, and I'm feeling it. I feel ketones are feeling good. My brain's working. Glucose is finally down, got into the 80s this morning, so that was good for me. Um, Normally I really struggle with trying to get that stuff in me and keep my glucose going, and it takes me a while for those numbers to kick down. So he's loving
I'm
it.
digging it. My the guys at work aren't, but I have my can of mackerel, can of sardines. I come home from for lunch, and I take those back with me, and they don't like it when I come back in. So, but they don't. I'm the one that has to deal with it, not them. So,
So,
anyway, doing good.
well, so that's that. Sardines, I'm gonna try to go another day or two, just to see what I can do with this glucose and getting everything on track again. I really want to get it to where on my feeding days, I'm back under that 100, back into healing mode and staying consistent in it. I want this weight off of me, so I am really trying to push and hit the macros and do all the
Been
things.
going
And
for a week.
maybe. I don't know. You get to that point of I just need a moment.
I'm in.
But the one thing we did do to kind of help through it a little bit is, um, we're having the sardines, and I put little. Has anybody ever had the little short beef short ribs? They're just little tiny pieces of rib with just a bite or two of meat on it. There's nothing you can make a meal out of them, but they're just a good little snack. So I put them on the smoker yesterday and let them smoke all day and covered them, and just having my can of sardines and one of those little ribs kind of washes down the sardines, gives you a little treat after the sardines that you don't have to.
That way she doesn't make a face too bad.
Yeah, I'm probably still making faces, but it just helps get the sardines down and the taste out. And so I just had one. I don't, do enough that it matters to any about my numbers or anything like that. So it's just one to help things smooth it along a little bit. I did pour oil on top and a little bit of mustard. Other than that, it's just been a can of sardines today and one of those little ribs. So
You'd be proud of me.
what?
I actually, when I did the sardines, the skin and bones sardines,
Yeah,
I drank the oil that was in there.
you go.
So it was actually, oh, look at Lisa. Yeah. It was actually pretty good. I was surprised. So those are, I've had worse.
Oh, those ones that
Those are actually really good.
those are the ones that we have on the very, when you go over to our Amazon store, I have them the very front one on there because if I'm going to do sardines, they are the ones I like. Dr. Boz had sent them to me as a gift, and I'd never had that kind before. And then they were out of stock for months. So they're back in stock, and I got them over there, and they're on the front page of our Sardines and Friends
And they're
store.
actually big. I mean, they're
They are.
big fishies, man.
They're not little smushed
Nope.
up bites, so they're there. So if you're gonna do them, get some good ones and enjoy it as best you can, possibly can. The other thing I did is I put that olive oil from Bighorn on it, and I used the
That's
lemon.
cheating. That's cheating.
Oh, it's not?
That's cheating.
Why?
Because your face isn't as bad.
He just likes this. He used to
Oh,
film
by
me.
the way, that coupon did not work. It didn't come up for me last night.
It did not for me either. So I have an email out to them to figure out what to do. So
Okay,
I will ask them and let everybody know when we do.
thank
The
you.
other thing you could try when you go to check out now, I put Sandy's order in today and used the code Journey to Keto, all one word, and that did help. So I don't know. Try it and see. I will reach out to them and see what we can do for that coupon, and I'll let you
Here's
know.
one thing you got to watch too. Just, I know that's a selling point, but if you put 2 bottles of oil in your cart, you get free shipping. If you use that $10 coupon, it kicks you out of free shipping. So it actually
Oh,
so actually it may save you more money not to use the $10 coupon.
thank you.
Yep.
So
Can I ask you real quick about the crystals? Did you find out about those salt
they no
crystals?
they no longer carry them.
Oh,
They are not on their website.
no.
I'm bummed.
Nope.
Okay, so
Oh,
what you're all gonna do? You're all gonna go to the Quality Farm and Fleet.
Tractor Supply, Family Farm and Fleet,
buy
whatever.
them out.
Buy
Buy a
the big
buy
rock
a
salt.
buy a deer salt lick. Take it home and hit it with a hammer.
Redmond's literally sells the salt licks, and they're Redmond's. It has Redmond's label on them, and they're just big chunks of salt. Take it home and hit it.
Look for them.
Yeah. Don't stress over it. They're too easy. I mean,
Take
again,
out
they're
some
just
frustration and
They
break.
just look so pretty.
I leave them. They are literally on saucers on my table. They look like those little geodes like people have around their house. So we keep them out. They're handy. We keep them on. They're on the kitchen counter. They're on the windowsill. They're on the coffee table, and they're on my desk. So we can grab a salt rock wherever,
In case we have a salt attack.
just in case we need. You feel like munching, you gotta grab a salt. That's all there is to it. So. So that is good. So that is about it for us, I think.
I think so.
Still, Hack Your Health coming up if you go to get your tickets for that.
Yes, please.
Code to save the money is
JTK,
we got it, Alexa.
we got Alexa chiming in behind us. Um yeah, Hack Your Health, code JTK, save you $100 on your ticket.
Yes.
So,
Yep. So I think that's about all the exciting news
and
for
that's
us.
coming up quick.
It is. Fall is sounds like we're almost over. These kids start school next week, so it's just everything's starting to hit the slide again. So enjoy every moment of it. We're not giving up on summer yet, so we're good. All right, Lenny, come on in, check in, tell us how you're doing. Give us a win,
Um,
give us a struggle, anything you're dealing with, let us know.
so yeah, today was a good day. And yeah, I broke my 3-day fast, with some sardines, bacon, and eggs.
Nice.
Woo!
And yeah, and I'm glad. So this is the second time now for my 3-day fast. And then the next when I break it, I'm like, for me, I feel really good because my numbers stay more consistent than they have in the past. So I'm very happy with that. And yes, I still have been now, because I've been fasting, I have actually been upping my protein like 1 to 2 grams per week. And believe it or not, my ketones still keep increasing.
Sweet.
Nice. Your chemistry
So
is just rocking and rolling. So that is the goal we're all looking for. So
Goodness.
keep going.
yeah, so everything's going well. I do have a question though on the Dr. Boz 21-day sardine extravaganza. Um, so I really want to do it, but when I was thinking about it, you have to be present for that. So I would have to, I guess, take vacation, like half days off in order to do that, correct?
Well, the you meet with her at 8:30 in the morning every morning Eastern is when she goes live for the whole group. So if you can, if you can go in late, if you can whatever, but that 8:30 to 9:30 slot is when she meets live with everybody every morning.
And
Then
that,
have another hour and later in the day you get to pick. A coach takes different time slots around the clock so that there's different time slots then to meet for the second hour with your coach. So that
okay,
you can
so
possibly pick after your work.
so Dr. Boz does that even on a Saturday and a Sunday?
No, no, just Monday through Friday, Dr. Boz is live.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I think I'm probably gonna wait. She does that again in what, January?
Yeah. Yep. But
Okay.
it's the same time frame. It's 8:30 in the morning is her live, and then you meet with your coach in the afternoon or
Yeah, but see,
whatever time.
okay, yeah. See, for work, that's my non-busy time of the year, so I wouldn't,
Yeah.
because,
Then
yeah, okay. So I'll
yeah,
wait
then
till
that would be
January.
perfect. She'll do it again in January. And it's like I said, just 21 days of accountability is nice for anybody. I don't care if you're a newbie or a veteran. It is nice to have 21 days to account for to everybody. And it's nice to when you do it with a tribe, there truly is something very healing and energetic about doing it with a tribe. I love being over there with the coaches and the students. It's like we're all in it together. Everybody's pushing each other along, helping each other along. I've been fairly lucky to have good groups, most of them, that you end up with a nice addition to your tribe by the time you're done. You've got people that just really care about your well-being and pull you along and help you along, and it's just good. Good connection. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. So
good.
You're you're like rock star now. So
Right. Ketones
I'm just,
5.1. Anybody beat that?
sure. I was gonna say, how are you even laying down
I
right
was
now,
gonna
dude?
say Lance would be
you know,
throwing the
so
balls.
you talked about that last night. So when I woke up this morning, my ketones were at a 5. And I could feel it. Like when I went to work, like nobody wanted to be around me. And so and oh, I had such a big hit at work because my boss actually told me that I was right about something. So like
Yes.
and when you got like a 5.0 ketone and your boss tells you were right about something, like man, I
Life
was
is
just
good.
pumped. So so then I come home after a real busy day and I always check my numbers again at 6:30 and I was surprised to be at a 5.1, but I didn't feel the same way. Like I feel like I'm ready for a nap or something.
Start using those ketones up and burning them, and then kind of that buzz will drop down a little bit. But that's
Yep.
good. You're getting in a rhythm that they're higher in the, high in the morning. You feel it more in the morning, and then they'll hopefully wear off in time for you to go to bed is the goal in that.
Rinse and
Oh yeah,
repeat, man.
Yeah,
I was rocking this morning.
I love it. That is
That is
so
so
cool.
cool.
It
Yep.
is. That's the whole point of those 3-day fasts is I love it when you hit that moment. At least you know now you can do it and you know what it feels like. But it's just good. So good job. We're proud of you. Good job, Lenny. Come on in,
Okay.
Keith. Come on in, check in. Let us know how you're doing. Give us a win.
Hey,
Hello.
we were here last night, so not a whole lot. Keith did have a question about fish oil. You want to ask your question?
Yes. Am I receiving fish oil with the way that we're eating? You know,
Well, if you're
through the
eating
food that you're
sardines, you
getting.
are.
No, no, I'm saying, okay, you do a sardine fast. Yes, that's actual fish. I mean, are you getting the omega 3?
There's omega 3s, in the sardines and everything like that. So that's another reason why I try to do that. Try to
Hmm.
get them in me whether I like it or not. I don't supplement any extra. So it's, whatever fishes that you're eating as your protein. But I don't supplement any. I try not to supplement, but you can actually get that omega 3 test over on the website for Dr. Boz has her own that you can check it and see if you need more or if you're okay. So you can check that to so that you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am ready to play around with my macros. I am on day 7 of OMAD,
Nice.
and I'm eating between either 9 to 9:30 or 10 to 10:30.
Wheat.
Wow. And then staying clean all day.
Yes, yes, and I'm sucking on a salt, or I'm putting scoops of salt in my drink. So I tend to do mine in the liquid.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice, nice.
Elaborate on
You
what you
hitting you're hitting your fat macros too?
talk about what you mean by play around with your macros.
So playing out around with my macros, I everything I do, I test. So I'm looking at, okay, so I know that we take road trips and we won't always be able to stay at home where everything is set and comfortable. So I tend to do uh most of my macros, 60% of it is liquid. So, originally I started off, my plate was full of meat, cheese, things like that.
Hmm.
So I figured out, okay, how can I do some things like I melt my fat, I mean my butter. I use heavy whipping cream. That's what I mean when I say liquid.
Hmm.
I'm
Eggs.
doing my eggs, cracking my eggs, and I'm blending them. And so I blend by using ice cubes and shaking up, but everyone traditionally think about putting it in a blender. I try to keep it simple, like one ingredient, not 6 ingredients.
Yep.
Right.
Very
And
good.
so I've been playing around with solid food and liquid. And so I learned from my friend over there, Mrs. Jones. She taught me about the bone broth. So I've been using my bone broth, and I've been putting my heavy
Butter.
grass-fed butter in there. So
Perfect.
I'm doing a 1 cup, 8 ounces of bone broth, and I'm doing 7 tablespoons of grass-fed butter.
Oh boy.
Nice.
You the man.
And if your gut is holding that in okay and doing well, then something's working well. So good for you.
So
That
that's
means
why I said I'm trying to see between solid food and doing it in a liquid.
Mhm.
And that way it gives me the flexibility. So when I'm on the road, or like this week, I've had to be out of the house for long periods of time. And so how do you make that work?
Yeah. And then
Yep.
he read an article earlier today that talked about making adjustments to your actual macros. So that really is the question he's trying to get to, is when can he start playing around with his macros?
um
AKA Lenny.
where where are you hitting your proteins and your fats
Yes, yes,
those every day?
yes, yes.
Is it working? What are your ketones staying at?
Say again.
What's your DBR, your ketones staying at?
Today, I was 80, 80, 84 on blood glucose, and I was 3.2 on my ketones, which I think it came down to a 28, I believe. I was shocked. I was looking around like that was somebody else's numbers because
Right?
I
Okay, so
on
here's
this
what I
number.
would do. When it's working, don't change it till it stops working. Write it out. Let your body stay. That is what your body is working
Yes,
with.
yes, 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 yes.
Ride that out till you'll see the glucose will eventually start to come up, go up a little bit, or the
Hmm.
ketones will start
Hmm.
to drop. And that just says your body's getting ready, to stress it to the next level.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't change a thing
I
if
mean,
that's where, if you've got a
that's where
TBR.
I'm at. I would tell you I wouldn't mess with anything
If
yet. Just continue to do what you do
it'll
until
change.
it doesn't work anymore. Because yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
if you start messing with things, you don't give your body time enough to react and stable out and
Right.
get used to something.
And if
If
it's
you keep
working, take the win.
right,
Mhm.
exactly.
Take the win
So,
because you
so,
have figured out what your body needs.
so when, like I said, this is my day 7 of OMAD. So right before that, I did the 3-day sardine. Actually, I did 4 days, but 3-day sardine challenge. And so I've been able to do this without sardines.
Yep.
Perfect.
I'm testing.
Mhm.
Then keep it going.
Then keep doing
Same-
exactly what
same
rinse and repeat.
days, so keep going.
Okay.
You're looking for that consistency to where you can do that every day, bang, bang, bang,
Mhm.
without fail,
Mhm.
and you wait until your body stops responding. Then you're gonna
Then you make an adjustment.
then you make an adjustment.
Yeah,
But
I did the at you guys' recommendation, I did the 3-day sardine because I plateaued.
Mhm.
Yep.
And you told me the sardines would do it.
Now you're taking off.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
And again, you got the ball rolling. And I know it sounds like, you've been doing it for 7 days or however many days, and it's, that feels like such a long time. But just know when you're talking your chemistry, that's just getting started.
Yes. Yes.
We're talking, we got weeks and months and years to live ahead of you in this chemistry shift. And a week is just getting going, your toes and nose going in the right direction, and that chemistry is going. So take the win and keep riding the wave.
Just keep doing what you're
Keep
doing.
doing what you're doing.
And the last thing I'll say is initially when I first started OMAD, I felt that heaviness from consuming so much in a small window.
Mhm.
I have now leveled out.
Nice.
Yep.
So,
I have not leveled out, so I'm still struggling to. I got yesterday, I think I was at like 92% of my protein. I got my fats in. Today, I think I was up to maybe 98. I might have, usually I try to ride the 100 to 110% window. And I had to adjust my numbers because I was not getting over 100 at all. So,
But that's a win, Lisa. If you're getting your fats in,
mhm.
you're not hitting your proteins, that's still a win.
Not over
Okay.
protein, but the
Yeah.
protein, you do want to be mindful of to be as close to 100 or over that a little bit over if you can, just to keep the
Yeah,
protein.
I'm still working on it. And it took me a little bit longer. I was just so full. So I started at, I think 9, and it was almost 12 before I got the last of my meal in. So it was just a longer window today trying to get everything in because I just felt so full.
Yep. And
So,
that's a good sign because that says your hormones are kicking in. That's saying ghrelin and leptin are starting to kick in. And when
mhm.
you feel that full, that is when you know it's either time to just back off a little bit, close that eating window. Um, are you OMAD too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it took
Right.
me from 9 to like 11:45 to get the one meal in.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah. And at some point we may need to adjust a little bit just to get things going in the right direction so you're not miserable. But ride that out, do the best you can and just keep walking it out for a little bit.
What adjustment would I make though? Because I have to hit my macros.
All
So
right. But
I,
it's where you're either going to spread the fats out a little bit so you're not so full. We could
mhm,
try backing off of them a little bit and see if you go find
I
your
would
own
do
fat.
that.
Or we can back off the protein for a little bit, but I don't want you too low on protein for very long.
Sure. Okay.
You'll get there.
I'll
Yes,
keep playing with it.
you will.
But that's it for us.
All
So
right.
it's sauna and cold plunge night. So we'll see
Oh,
what numbers show up tomorrow. So
good
Nice.
job, guys.
yeah.
Nice. Proud of you guys. Come on in, Linda. Come and check in.
Hi there.
Give us a
Great
win.
news. First, I want to start out with thank you for all your prayers. My mom's she was transferred to Miami Sinai, last night. She got her catheterization done today.
Nice.
Everything looked good. So they don't have to do open heart surgery. They're
Sweet.
going to just be able to make a few incisions and go in through her rib cage and repair that valve.
Nice.
So that's
Good.
huge. I mean, because she's in her 80s. That's
That's
open
a
heart
lot.
surgery is big, So yay, Jesus, thank you.
Amen.
So that has I just feel like I'm soaring today because of that.
Good
Good.
deal.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I have a question, and I just know what Lance is going to say, but here we
Ah,
go. I have never had that keto high. Everybody has all that energy. Never felt that. Is that because my body's not using it they're it's not fat adapted yet?
Yeah, it's just it
Do you
doesn't kick
think?
in on everybody. Like his kicks in right away and he's, like I said, a fart in a frying pan kind of thing, but mine does not. It takes me work.
Okay.
Like I said, I went through 8 weeks the first time through, did not get that buzz, did not get it. It was like the third time through, the next time. The next series of 8 that we did, the third or fourth weekend is when I finally hit that. Oh,
This
that's
is
what
what I
I'm
was
talking
talking about.
about.
Yeah, I can't wait for
But
that.
it's one of those, just be patient. It's still,
Yeah.
again, taking it and just keep repeating it one step at a time and staying consistent is what'll get you there.
And
Okay.
And,
that's the big word, consistency.
and with you, again, we want to make sure, we don't want you overshooting ketones all the time. We want these,
Right. Well, I
we
don't
want
know
it to
what to
level
do
out.
at that. Like, I'm not to get my fats in. I have to take like 2 tablespoons of MCT oil and 2 tablespoons of olive oil at night. I just have to, or at the end of my meal. I have to, because otherwise I just can't get the fat in. My body doesn't do great breaking down dairy. Like if I eat a lot of dairy, I will gain weight no
Mhm.
matter what else I do. So I'm not somebody who can eat a lot of cheese and get fat like that way, like a lot of sour cream or any of that. So it's not making me sick anymore, which is fantastic. So that's what I'm doing. This morning, my DBR was 31, my ketones were 3.0, and glucose was 94, which to me is high, but I know I'm dehydrated and I know by my urine color that I'm dehydrated. So when I'm dehydrated, my glucose goes up.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
stressing yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, I really need, well, having no colon, it's hard because I have to drink 3 times what anybody else does because my body just doesn't absorb it and hold it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
You got a lot of things that you're fighting against, and that doesn't make it any easier. So again, that would be all the more reason I would say to you, slow and steady wins the race every time.
yeah, yeah. And well, I'm doing what you told me to do. So but my numbers are still good, which I can't say I'm sad about.
No,
No, no,
Yeah,
guilty.
that's the win. Get in that area and
yeah,
just stay there and make it happen.
Yep.
yeah. So I feel literally like a house has been taken off my shoulders getting that news today about my mom. So,
Yep.
Amen.
and once the surgery, she's having surgery tomorrow at noon. So if you'll keep her in your thoughts and prayers, I'd appreciate it. And then in a few days, she'll be able to go home. And then, yeah.
Woohoo.
So, yeah, exactly.
All
So, but
right.
Good.
otherwise, I talked last night. I'm pretty good. I think I'm, you know,
Good.
just
Good,
got
good,
to
good.
get used to the
Ride that
eating
wave of
twice a
peace.
day
Yep. Be
and
happy.
figure that out because that's really the hardest thing for me with my husband having to feed me in the evening.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
We'll get that
yeah.
figured out. We'll get you some
Yes.
things prepped up and ready that you don't have to eat so much in the evening and stuff like that. You'll get there.
Stay
Yeah.
consistent.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Come on in. Who got up there?
L-
Chuck and
Linda.
Linda. Losing names there. Come on in, guys. Tell us how you're doing.
There it is.
There it is.
Um, yeah, I'll be real quick since I was on last night. So I have a quick question about the oil. So obviously I've heard you talk about bighorn a few times. So we have tap rooms here that, do the infused olive oil and make their own
Oh,
vinegars. Like, is bighorn any different than the others? Like, is there something to
If
look?
you have a good one around you, as long as you're getting good oil, that's what matters. I know here in Ohio, we don't get a lot of good oil, so it's one of those we have to reach out to get it. But if you have ones around you, as long as you know you're getting good
Okay,
ones that are just good oil and not infused or not laced with a bunch of other oils and stuff like that,
right.
I'd take advantage of every bit of it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. And then I don't know if you guys saw my post this morning. I was super excited. I woke up and my glucose is doing nothing different than I've been doing for the past 3 weeks, which is my OMAD. I had 2-digit glucose. I had 3.7 ketones.
sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, so this was our late night of eating. We did our chicken wings out tonight. So fasted till roughly 4:30. And I broke it with my butter broth. I'm calling it butter broth now, Keith, just so you know.
Butter broth.
Um, and I just chest tested again because I thought, oh, I wonder what they're like now. And my glucose was over 100 after fasting for 30 hours. I'm
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but
sometimes.
the same ketone level, so I mean, it's just what it is, right?
Yep.
But yeah, no, it was good, and went out and had like 6 chicken wings, and I was done. I'm like, okay, came
Ain't it
home.
crazy how fast you get filled up now?
Yeah, popped a couple more butters because I was short on my fat.
Yep.
Um, and so, to what Lisa, your conversation was with Tammy, like my most important macro to me is my fat. Like I want to be at 110% of fat if I can. And if I'm short a little bit on protein, I don't stress about it. Definitely don't need to be at our macro for carbs. But I want to make sure I hit my fat even if I'm, eating solid butter at the end of the day to make sure I get it.
Like
Yeah.
not like a spoonful of butter to make it all go down better.
Yeah, so I
Or
made those little
7.
round butter bits that they talk about. I don't think they're that great, but it gives it a slightly different flavor. A little easier to just pop a tablespoon of butter in your mouth, I guess. I don't know.
The
Yep.
other thing with those is I like them better with the Kerrygold butter.
Okay.
I don't like them as much with the just regular butter. I like it seems
Okay.
like they have that richness to them if it's the Kerrygold.
All right. And maybe I'll try that. Yeah, I haven't been buying the Kerrygold, but since we eat so much butter now, maybe I will.
Right?
I
Right?
was I was buying like the members mark from Sam's Club, you
A
know.
couple other things that I try with them. I'll make the butter bites, and actually, I know they're salty already, but just put a little bit of salt on top of them. It also does that and let it brown at the bottom where they really get that brown caramely
Yeah.
at the bottom. The other thing I've done is put little bacon bits in them.
Yeah, I
And
heard some people
not
doing
per
that or crumbled ground beef. Just something to give it like some texture.
textures.
I haven't messed with those yet, but
Put the butter on the ground beef and eat the ground beef.
yeah, well, that
Yeah,
too.
but if you're just eating fat,
I know.
Yeah, if you don't need any more protein and all you need is fat, like that's where I struggle. And I'll do the MCT to what Linda was saying. Sometimes I'll just, so Ed, I mentioned with our festival this weekend, the one day that I did eat at the festival, I was like popping handfuls of MCT capsules while just the
hey,
I've
fat.
heard some people put vanilla when they make the butter, like the brown
yep.
butter tabs. Can you do
Oh,
that?
I didn't. That sounds good though.
You
Yeah, I mean,
can.
is that okay? Is that good for us?
Well, let's define what kind of
Where you
vanilla you have first of
where are you
all.
getting your vanilla?
Oh, yeah.
And it is again,
Walmart, so that's a game changer. That's bad.
I make homemade vanilla and it sits in there, but it's literally again a drop. It is not, it's so strong and so flavorful that, but it is really good in there. So good I forgot
Yeah.
about that, but it is a nice twist on it. And it almost they taste like caramel candy to me. Like they're almost that.
Yeah, that's what people say. Oh, they're nutty, they're caramelly. I'm eating it going, this is not.
Are you
They're-
letting it brown go till the
oh
brown
yeah. Oh
brown?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's brown. I got a little brown on the bottom, you
Yeah.
know. I just don't think it tastes like
I'm
caramel.
with you, Linda. It never tasted like caramel to me either.
Yeah.
I guess we're so used to not having anything, just to have that little something, it's a treat. So,
Yeah, yeah. And I mean it hits the macro, so that's what
yeah.
it's
And
for,
the
right?
things we get used to liking. A friend of mine from New Zealand sent me some New Zealand chocolate and it's like 90% cacao.
Oh.
No sugar and no, very little anything. And I took just a little corner of it. And there's that moment of, I would have hated this before. I would have never like bitter. And it was like we both kind of just paused, like, oh my gosh, that, that was good. That was the closest thing to chocolate we've had in a really long time. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's just neat how your taste buds change and
Mhm.
the things you used to love. I know you guys have heard me say I used to drink those um, McDonald's sweet tea, and there must be 20 grams of sugar.
Jeez.
They're awful. Now the smell of them gag me. Like I can't even stand to go through the drive-through when my kids get them. That it's just your taste buds change, your smell
Mhm.
changes, your cravings change. It is crazy the things that you will I mean, how many of us have now craved a ribeye? You know, that we know, I was vegetarian. Well, you have. I was vegetarian. I didn't like meat, and now I can put down a ribeye. I've, I've learned to like a ribeye, so that's a good thing. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I'll let Chuck talk.
All right, Chuck, come on in, buddy.
All right.
We like your shirt again.
Yeah, first off, this was just coincidence. I don't wear this all the time.
Hey, it's your on-camera
I
shirt.
probably had this on last Thursday too. So
You know, just literally washed my clothes yesterday, grabbed the shirt this morning.
it's a comfy shirt.
It's all that matters.
Um, Second, absolutely could eat ribeye all day, every day of the week, no questions asked. So I apologize. I'm a conscientious disruptor. I am not trying to hit my macros. One OMAD, one meal a day has been. I'm great with that. It fits me wonderfully.
I love it.
Sweet.
I tried doing the sardine thing and failed miserably. By the way, I think she said yesterday that we did this the festival over the weekend, and it was my birthday yesterday. Does
Yeah, happy
half
birthday.
of a keto cheesecake in one sitting count for OMAD?
Half.
Happy birthday to you.
It's your birthday.
Because it
you're allowed.
happened.
Nothing counts on your birthday. It's whatever you want it to be.
It's a free for all.
You wake up the next day and you start over. So whatever happened yesterday, that's in no man's land and it don't count.
So let me just give you my mindset. I've dealt with so much over the past 5+ years. Before she started doing this, she's ahead of me by, I don't know, a month or so. Every morning for the past 4 months, I would wake up with her, let the dogs out, feed the dogs. She would leave for work and I would go back to bed. I would sleep for another 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours. Since I started doing OMAD, one time I tried going back to bed and I couldn't fall asleep. For me, that's a win.
Good deal.
Absolutely.
I'm not striving to hit fat macros and protein macros. My carbs are super low. I even cut out the beetroot powder. So I'm running, 1/2 gram of carbs a day. It's
Awesome.
but
You know
I
what your
will
DVR is running?
Hmm?
Do you know what your DVR, your glucose is running?
Yeah, I mean, my glucose is running in the high 80s, low 90s every day. My ketones are below 1, so I'm not getting a good DVR. But again, that's not what I'm striving for at the moment.
Yep.
She bought me a Keto Mojo for my birthday, so
Sweet.
we'll get there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been, before this weekend and my birthday, pretty much all I ate over the weekend was meatballs. Uh, it was
Good.
That's it. That's what they had. They were good. I tried tripe. I don't recommend that for anybody. That's
Tried what?
terrible. Apparently, it's an acquired taste. Do you know what tripe is?
Nope.
It's a Pennsylvania Italian
Yeah, it's
old recipe.
it's cow's
ornery.
intestines.
Yeah, you don't want to eat it.
And
Yeah.
if you've ever
Draw the line with sardines. That's as far as I'm going.
no,
It's a delicacy.
no. If you've ever smelled cow manure and wondered what it tastes like, that's what tripe tastes like.
No, thanks. I'm good. We're
Yeah, not good. So yeah, it was just a lot of meatballs. But yeah, I haven't been positive with Lyme disease and felt this good in over half a decade. So
Good.
I'm feeling it. I do want to go further into transitioning more fat, less protein, because I'm going on what do you call it? What's the chronometer?
Chronometer.
Chronometer. Yep.
Yeah. I'm 180% on my protein and 80% on my fat, that kind of thing. By the way, quick question. So I scanned in heavy cream, right? Heavy whipping cream. It says 0 on the carton. It says 2 in the meter. What's up with that?
Okay. So they are legally allowed, if it can be 0.9999999 carbs. So it could be not one
That
yet.
doesn't round to 2.
Okay. But yeah, it's not
You
perfect.
put
So
two.
it's close to one, and you put if a serving is 2 tablespoons, now you've got two in there. So
You
see
got
what
1.8.
you got
Yeah.
1.8, they're going to round it to 2. Just know when you put that cream in there, that is why creams matter so much and they are so different because the carrageenan that's in them, the guar gum that's in them, all the different fat levels, you can get 30%, you can get 40%. All those things in pasteurized cream matter and they will come up different. So I always say just because you have room in your carbs for them does not mean that they're all created the same in your body. So just know that. But I'm so happy for you, first of all, that you are just writing this out, whether you're hitting macros or not, to know, to feel your body
Absolutely.
making that change, to feel your body making that improvement. That's the win that says, can you imagine when you really buckle down and hit your macros? If you're feeling
So
that much on little bit right now,
to put it in a different perspective, a different light, several months ago, I contacted a lawyer to apply for Social Security disability because I didn't know what I was going to do. And I have a job interview on Friday. Like, I have to tell my lawyer that I'm not going through with it. And it's like,
but
Save
isn't
that.
it crazy
Save
when it
that for a
starts?
later date.
Yeah, when it starts to
but it's
turn around.
it's been 5 years of medical doctors telling me, no, you need to see this person. You need to see a rheumatologist. No, you need to see a pulmonologist. No, you need to see a neurologist. No, cardiologist. No, this ologist, that ologist.
Aren't you
Yep.
They
about just it out
None.
by the end of that?
Not one has done a thing for me.
Nope.
Yep.
That is why when you guys hear me get so passionate about this, of I will preach this from the mountaintops till the day I die, till my last breath, because when nobody has an answer, nobody even has a plan to try besides, here, take this prescription, go for this test, I mean, there is no way. Nobody even tries to make it anything different, fix you, help you, anything. And when, you go through Dr. Boz, she's the first one that had the 12 steps. She's the first one that had a checklist of, okay, when I do this, now I can do this. When my body hits here, now I can do this. That resonated in my head. And it's like just to have that answer instead of upping my 120 milligrams of Oxycontin every day, to have an answer to fix something was just such an answer to prayer. And I'm just so happy for you because I know that feeling of feeling like at least your toes and nose are going in the right direction. And
Yeah,
that's huge.
And
good
you
way to describe it.
Yeah,
Yep. You see where it's taking you so far. I can't imagine where you're going to be later.
right.
It's going to be awesome.
Yep. You'll get your life back. I promise you. I mean, I walked with a walker 5 years ago. I went water skiing. I went for a walk. I go playing with the kids. We go out on the boat. I don't walk with, I mean, I can't say my neuropathy's gone, but it's tolerable. I wore flip-flops this summer. I've never wore flip-flops. I've never been able to walk barefooted anywhere in 18 years, 23 years now. But, none of that was able. And it's like you just find little steps at a time, you get your life back. And
Yeah.
I'm just happy for you. So congratulations.
Keep it up, Chuck.
God is good. And when you're ready to
Yep.
push, you push. And until then, ride it out. It's working.
Yep.
So,
And I'll reiterate, I didn't mind sardines. It's just too early. That's all.
God love y'all. Right. That's just awesome. So we're proud of you. Nice work.
Thanks.
All right, Cynthia, come on in and check in. There's our original OG. This woman's done this from the very beginning.
It's a while ago.
Right? Oh, you're muted, hun.
Oh,
I can do
okay,
it in
here we
sign
go.
language, but I can't read lips.
Yeah, I started in August of 2020, and
Yep.
Dr. Boz hadn't written her second book yet, and
Yep.
I felt very privileged and honored to have texted back and forth with her mom, and even
Wow.
when she was in the hospital, I sent her, a get well, feel better emoji, and she wrote back to me, and I just always treasure that.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
Grandma Rose was a beautiful
she was
woman.
incredible. And she did lick it. She did lick COVID, but the damage was too severe afterwards. They said that she cleared the virus, that her family was able to come in and be with her because she was no longer uh, actively carrying that virus.
Yeah.
So that was a really amazing with everything she'd been through.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing fine. I think it was Monday night we went out for dinner, and I'd been hungry all day. You know, I don't know why, but I'd just been wanting food all day, and um, I ordered liver, and uh, they always have all these sides and everything and all these extras, and I just said no, I don't want any of that. Just bring me the liver, and I'll eat. You know, the grilled onions is fine, but the rest of it, no. So I was so hungry. I mean, they always bring you a huge portion because I don't know why they.
Nobody wants it. So they can.
I ate the whole plate.
All right.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, if you're going to overindulge on a protein, liver's a good one to indulge in. Your
We
brain,
ain't talked
Right,
for a while.
your
right.
brain happy.
But I didn't indulge in anything else, so I felt pretty good about it.
That's
And uh, I was down like 0.8 ketones the next morning or something, but now I'm back. You know, I had a good day yesterday, and the really good thing is that I today this week I have felt really good, and today I actually went down and cleaned stalls, and then I came in and cooled off and rested a little bit. And I've been cleaning house. I've been vacuuming
Nice.
and doing the bathrooms, and I have not done that since June.
Good
June
for
19th.
you.
I finally feel good enough
Yep.
to do those things.
Again,
And
I
I
love
think
when you hear
eating a very clean, you know, eating very clean since then
Yeah.
has helped tremendously.
and I love it when you hear the people and getting your life back doesn't always have to be these big dramatic things. Just being able to get up and clean house like you didn't feel like doing. I mean, I remember the feeling too of getting up and I actually felt like running the sweeper. I felt like doing something, that it just rather than just ignoring everything. And that's just one more step of getting your life back. And I love that. I mean, it doesn't mean you're out running, climbing mountains. It's like some of us are just happy to function again. And
I was so excited shoveling poop this morning.
that's
It
all.
was just, I mean, my favorite place is the barn. I go down there anytime, something's bothering me or something, to to be around those horses, to smell them, to listen to them eat, that crunching, and just to watch them be contented is
You're happy
just
clean.
balm for the soul. But
Love it.
yeah, I was so excited shoveling manure this morning. It was funny.
Not many people are saying that, I bet. So good
I
for you.
I know I'm always been a little odd, and
We all
that's part
find
of it.
joy in different ways, and whatever brings you joy is finding Cynthia's dopamine. So
Yes, absolutely.
Good job, dear.
good job. We're proud of you. All right, come
Thank
on in,
you. Thank
Audrey.
you
Come
very
and check
much.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
in.
Morning.
How are you all? Well, I've heard you're all doing excellently. Tammy, I've got a question for you. You're doing your sardines and you might push a little longer. What do you eat when you come out, when you finished your fast?
We will come out. We're not doing a fast. We're doing the sardine
The
challenge.
sardines, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will probably do something very simple. It'd either be a bowl of meat, a bowl of hamburger or something, or if we would get a steak, but it's just watching the quantity that, if we get a steak, I'll eat half of it. If we get a burger, I'll just eat some burger with some butter and salt on it and keep it stupid simple. I don't plan on, or some eggs. The other thing we're farmland right now and the girls are laying like crazy, so it's easy
Yeah.
to just throw some eggs in the pan. I keep it stupid simple, and I am thoroughly enjoying not overthinking food this week. It's literally get the nutrition in me and walking away because we're buried in work right now. And it's one of those, it feels so good to not be worrying about food. And that's just another win of doing the sardines. So it will be something simple, I promise you. My daddy's, if you guys could say a prayer too, my daddy's having a heart cath on Friday and we'll be running on Friday. So if I do sardines again tomorrow, I may even push it and just do it Friday too, so that I'm not trying to eat at the hospital or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, those kind of things. Keep it simple. And I'm going to keep pushing as far as I can this week. And I might just call it a week of it and really try to get everything moving. So,
I watched Dr. Boz's YouTube video last night, the one she did on Tuesday, whenever she does it. And also she was doing that good friend of hers had acute or chronic pain, and so she encouraged her to do the sardines. And the minute she stopped, and I presume with Dr. Boz's counsel, she was eating cautiously, like you suggest, but her numbers still went up.
Yep.
That's just distressing.
That's where that insulin resistance comes in, of how
Yeah,
insulin resistant you truly are. You will find
yeah,
that by how fast your body, it should go
goes
up,
back
it
up.
should come right back down. And those of us with a lot of damage, that takes time to get that rhythm going. So when we, again, say slow and steady, keep rinsing and repeating, because you want it to be able to go up when you eat. But the more important part is you want it to come back down. And, flipping that metabolic switch is our goal. That someday I hope to be able to go have a bowl of broccoli and not have to pay for it for a month or whatever.
Yeah,
But, you've got to be mindful of those things, so that you got to know how long is it going to take you to recover. And that's that conversation we have in our head of, have some bone broth and a bowl of meat, or bone butter broth and a bowl of, some meat, or a little bit of steak or something like that, but keep it so simple that you're not overthinking it and you're not undoing the work that you just did with those sardines
yeah,
or a
yeah,
fast. It's kind of the same principle of those 3 days that you've committed, or 4 days you've committed. Don't undo the work with a celebration meal. We learned that the hard way when we first started fasting. God, I think we used to eat 3 days worth of food in one meal, because we was like, we fasted. And you guys have heard me tell, we used to get steaks cut from the butcher that they had to be almost an inch thick. They looked like a roast. I mean, they weren't even a
It
steak.
was ignorant. We were,
And
yeah.
we would pound it. We would eat them like there's no tomorrow. And like it was our last supper or
Like
something.
when
No macros counted, no nothing. It was just,
oh, it was
we went three
overkill.
days with no food and we were eating, man. And it was like, it took a while for it to click of, we'd go through all that work,
yeah,
make all the sacrifices, do all that, and then undo it all
Yep, in one meal.
in one meal by
And
celebrating.
not going off the rails, eating something we shouldn't. We just
Stupid.
overate.
Just too much of
I
everything.
mean, a 24-ounce ribeye, I would put it away.
He don't even come up for air on a 24-ounce ribeye. Like,
I mean, that was overkill. I mean, I'm not proud of that, but
it was just, I used to laugh and tease him that I'm like, I used to feed a family of four on less
on
meat
that.
than you're eating in one meal. But
Yeah.
you learn
And I
those
think
lessons.
it's a lesson we all have to learn,
Yep.
because we're all new to this, and it's something you have to go through and see your numbers and kind of freak out and kind of, I'm not doing that again. It's
And
just something you have to go through.
as awful as it sounds, you've got to touch that stove a few times.
and
And
it's hot.
the common sense kicks in of, damn, that's a whole lot of work, a whole lot of sacrifice, and a whole lot of just changing a lifestyle to undo it.
So changing of lifestyle, I have a certificate in my basement for eating a 48-ounce ribeye.
One of those restaurants where, did you get it free then if you ate it all?
No, I still had to pay for it, but it came with a baked potato appetizer and 3 bass ales. So I don't ever want to be back there. Just saying.
Right. But again, things like that, when, we all have to learn those lessons of,
We do.
I just did a blog post over in the course today for alcohol, and just having one glass of alcohol, just one glass of wine. I'm not chugging the bottle. I'm not doing anything. It would take me weeks again to
Yeah.
get my numbers back. So, are you starting hungry? And the same thing I say about a glass of wine. Is it worth I'm going to have this much wine in the bottom of a glass. Is it worth messing up this work? Because your body is going to prioritize alcohol over everything until that alcohol's burned off. Then it's going to go to glucose. Then we'll get back to fat and ketones. There's too much work that has to be done to have a drink. And you have so many people that'll come in and say, you know what? Oh, I'm having the distilled one, or what's the one? Ketos or Tito's or
Tito's, yeah.
something that's supposed to be low sugar and carb friendly, or what.
It's alcohol.
It's the alcohol. So it doesn't matter what kind you're having. If you're having a low carb beer or whatever. It's the alcohol in the system. Yes, the sugar on top of it's just a whole nother level of misery, but the alcohol that is in it is going to derail everything you're doing. And it's like, it has to be worth it. And that's the same thing. I don't care what you're overindulging in, but when it's enough to change your chemistry for a long time, that if I got to redo my everything for weeks to get back on track, it is not worth it. I mean, it really makes it easier to walk away. So when you're talking a glass of wine, when you're talking a birthday cake, when you're talking whatever, those are those things that you intentionally make that a special moment and a choice and a decision, but you know what the consequences are going to be. You're going to wake up the next day, you're going to drink your ketones, you're going to get back to hitting your macros, you're going to get those fats back in you. You're going to jump in and come out of it with a plan. So it's not that we never get a treat or a special moment or a vacation or an anniversary dinner, or whatever, or your birthday. You know, those things will happen, but you've got to come out of them with a plan that doesn't destroy your numbers. But for coming off of a fast or a sardine challenge, to me, it's easier to clean fast than it is to eat sardines. So to come off of 5 days of sardines, I am not undoing that work.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
just bullheadedness right there. It ain't happening. I've worked for it. I've sacrificed. Those babies have went down, and I'm loving what my numbers are doing. I am not screwing it up by overeating on a steak. Even if it's the best ribeye, I am not overeating that ribeye because I am not undoing the work I just did for 5 days of sardines. So you will get there. Just be gentle and don't do a reward meal. That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I think I learned that lesson the last time. Yeah.
And
That's me.
yeah, and there's so much of it too. When you have a reward meal after a fast, I don't know how many of you have ever done it, but most of the time, if you have a reward meal after a fast, you're going to flush it really quick.
Oh boy.
So if you're having a good steak or you've had something, that you're overindulging in because it's so good, yeah, it's going to go straight through you most of the time. So there is no stop, there is no pause, there is no nothing. You're going to have it, and then you're probably going to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
John Bon Jovi made a song about that. It's called Blaze of Glory.
Yeah. All right.
We need Kevin on here. You want to hear stories about coming off your fast? You need Kevin. You guys need Kevin to help make you laugh because he's got the stories. But it's so true. Just be mindful of it. Don't overindulge. Don't celebrate. Just stay level-headed because again, we're not looking for dopamine. We're looking for nutrition. That's the twist in it. Is doesn't have to be sardines when you go off. Do some, when you go off and do something different. It doesn't have to, but you don't want it to be an aha moment either. It's just, I need nutrition. I'm ready to eat. You're going to put something in you, but then you're going to be done. So you'll be good. All right. All right. How are we doing over on YouTube? Any questions?
Kind of quiet. No questions.
If you're in YouTube, tell us where you're watching from. Give us some comments over there so we
We
can
got
see
one
what's going on.
from let's see. Yeah,
Michigan.
Southwest Michigan.
Well, welcome,
That's
Michigan.
Deborah.
Well, you guys make sure you're giving it a thumbs up. That always helps us too, and making comments over there. That helps our YouTube channel. So that does help things go. It really does. So even if you're watching on the replay, please give us a thumbs up. And what's it called?
Like and subscribe.
That word that I can't say. We had to record my grandson saying it, so we had it for the end of videos at one point because I can't say that word. All right, everybody doing okay?
What's that?
Oh, hang on. We got stuff in the chat. We can't even keep up with that. Should I weigh my protein before or after it's cooked? You're splitting hairs. It's kind of one of those, if you're that close, are you consuming the fat when you cook it? If you're consuming the fat, then it doesn't matter. If you're going to let the fat drain off, then you probably got to do it after, because the more you cook it, the more the fat's going to come out of it. If you're pouring that fat back on it, then you're okay either way. If you're not pouring the fat back on it, then
No, I never thought to pour it back on it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Don't get rid of it.
same
That's a
thing
good
like
idea.
everybody know when you're cooking eggs and stuff like that, and you're cooking them in the bacon grease, or you're cooking them in the chili lime bacon grease, leftover pork belly fat with the chili lime on it. If you cook your eggs and stuff in that, I always, whatever you're cooking your eggs in, just pour that right on top of those egg yolks. It's just that much more fat. So
Thank you.
Don't waste it. You never waste good fat. So it's good. All right, guys. You guys have a great week. We will see you Tuesday in class. And if anybody still needs it in class, journeytoketo.com and sign up for the membership group coaching. And we'll see you guys all next week. Have a good week.